I'm going to talk about something that I have found so problematic and so irritating in the work environment lately, especially post COVID. And what irritates me about this issue is that it is being done even by senior people. Now that's what really gets into my nerves, and that's what also prompted me to do this video. What am I talking about? I'm talking about gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation in which a person intentionally plants a seed of doubt, making you question your memory, your perception, and your judgment. For an example, that's not what I said. You are too sensitive. Or maybe you are too emotional, especially if maybe you have reprimanded that person about his behavior or the way he treats you. Then the person comes and say, no man, you are just being emotional over nothing. You are too sensitive. You will hear people say, I didn't do that. No, that's not what I said. Yet you know very well that's exactly what the person said. So if somebody does that, whether in your work environment, my friend, you are being gaslighted. You'll hear phrases like, I don't know what you are talking about. Yet you know very well that the person was there and you did say whatever you claim to have said. So the person makes you doubt your memory now. You end up blaming yourself as if there is something wrong with you. Gaslighting, by the way, happens even in relationships where you find maybe a husband or a lady. Yeah, but in most cases, or not in most cases, but generally, it's us guys who do the gaslighting thing. You see, and in a work environment, it's senior people who will make you sound so crazy like you don't know what you're talking about, yet you know exactly what you are talking about, and the person knows. He just makes you to just doubt whatever you think you know. That's gaslighting. It's a nasty, nasty, nasty thing to do to somebody. It's evil. I hate it with passion. So, but why people gaslight other people? Why people do that to other people? It's simple. They do that so that so they can gain control over you, so that they can control you. They can, they can manipulate you to understand, so that you always under their grip to understand. So because now obviously now you since you doubt yourself, you always run everything through them. They must be the one to okay things. Sometimes even our colleagues, by the way, guys, can gaslight you. Can gaslight you. It happens in the work environment. What happens if gaslighting is not being handled, or if you don't handle this issue of being gaslighted in a work environment? You must be very careful. It's very dangerous because it can lead to low self-esteem. It can lead to mistrust of your own thinking. All right, can lead to confusion, and even worse, it can lead to nervous breakdown. So it's a serious thing that needs to be dealt with in a work environment. That's the whole point why I took it upon myself to do this video, because I've noticed that it's something that is not common out there, and most of the senior people, I don't know whether they know that they are doing it or they don't know, but it's something that is very serious that can really plunge somebody into a serious depression, and it can lead to serious mental health issues if it's not dealt with. That's why I did this video here, to conscientize, especially employees in the work environment. Very, very, very important. Now let's take a look at now, how do you fight back? The moment you realize that you're being gaslighted, now how do you fight back as an employee? One thing that you need to understand is that when you decide to fight back, you must know that gaslighters won't go down without a fight. They will fight you to a standstill. These are nasty people. They will fight you to a standstill. They will accuse you of things. They will bring things that never existed and twist the words and throw it all back to you. So you need to be careful what you are putting yourself into. That's number one. Number two, you have to make sure that you get your ducks on the roll. Make sure that you can remember all the processes, everything that you have done. Make sure that you can remember. Keep slips, if needs be. Keep evidence, any kind of evidence, even witnesses. Okay, have witnesses in your corner because they will, these guys will come back to you with guns blazing. So make sure that you've got your ducks on the roll. Make sure that you can recall processes of anything that you do. Otherwise, you're not going to win. You're not going to win at all. These are nasty, nasty, nasty people. I think it's number three. Please protect yourself. Protect yourself. What I mean by that, make sure that you involve HR. That's very, very, very important. Make sure that you involve HR. Even if you have gathered all your evidence and everything, tell HR what you are going to do prior, so that he or she is aware of what is going down. So that when these guys come against you, at least you've got HR in the corner. You have informed HR, then you are protected. Especially if you have evidence. That's crucial. Number four, well, number five is it gets nasty when you find that the person who's gaslighting you is a person who's senior to you. For instance, your manager, all right, your CEO, but somebody who's in a senior position. Because yes, as much as you would like to fight the person back and do all these ideas I just gave you now, you'll find that when you win at the end of the day, but will notice that the relationship is already ruined, is already spoiled. So that will be the right time also for you to start looking for a new job. It's not worth it because you will end up suffering mental breakdown, nervous breakdown, and it's gonna end very bad. It's gonna end very bad. Your relationship with him or her is already ruined. So the best thing will just be just find a new job and just hope and pray that after you have came back, because they hate it when you lose. They hate it when you come back, or when you come back and try to defend or to protect yourself. They hate it. So they will keep coming. They will make your work environment they'll make your work miserable. Each time you think of going to work, it would be, yeah, you have to keep on looking over your shoulder all the time. Best thing, look for a new job.